Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Gears 12 here, and today we are diving into the second Megadeth record entitled Peace Sells, But Who's Buying? I cannot wait. Let's do it. Let's get on into this record. The first thing that came to my mind when I heard all the songs in the ending of My Last Words, and it was done, and it was the end of the album, the first run through, my first thought was, holy crap, what did I just listen to? What I heard was a monster of an album. Just a freaking monster. That's what it was. Man, Megadeth basically showed us something on this record that I think we were kind of hoping we would get from Killing Is My Business. We went from Killing Is My Business, where Dave Mustaine was angry, like, ugh. And then we go to Peace Sells, which there's not that much anger, but there is some sort of anger throughout the record. But basically, they took the concept of Killing Is My Business and basically brought it over to Peace Sells, but added more and more layers on top of that just fast-paced riffage of thrash. They added more layers. And I love that, because on Killing Is My Business, I heard so much thrash. It got to the point where it was speed metal, like just fast-paced. It was unrelentless. It just kept going and going and going. On Peace Sells, we have a variety of riffage. We have a variety of song changes. We have a variety of different styles of metal, really. Because on the title track, Peace Sells, it's a very groovy type song that we did not hear on Killing Is My Business. This song is slower paced, it's very groovy, it's catchy, and I just sang along with it. I couldn't help it, because it's just the verse and the chorus, and it's the way the song was put together. Very groovy. And this is the side of Megadeth that I really enjoy. I like this side. But then we're going to also go to the other side, where just the unrelentless power of just riff, 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 riff. And basically, you know, I love both sides of the spectrum. The fast-paced Megadeth and the slow-paced Megadeth. Or, you know, the groovy side. You know, there's two sides. I love both, and they come together perfectly for Peace Sells, But Who's Buying? My personal favorite track off this album has to be Good Mourning, Black Friday. And there's only one reason why. Variety. Yes, variety. Because the song starts off with a clean guitar tone. A ballad, if you will. It sounds like you're going to get a ballad. It's kind of like a teaser. Like, you know, they're going to think it's a ballad, right? But no. Something is going to happen. So you get this ballad type feel, and then we go off into the verse with Dave Mustaine's vocals, and we kind of get this ballad feel, like, oh, this is really, really, I like this. This is different. This is really different from what we've heard from them before. And then you hear the distorted guitars come in. Like, okay. And then a solo. And then a fast riff. And then a faster riff. And then a faster riff. And then we kept going. Solo, riff, solo, solo, riff, riff, riff. And the song explodes. There's so much going on. There's so much change going on with this song. I was like, man, when is this going to end? But it keeps on going. Man, I love this song. I actually knew about the song before I heard the album, so I guess that's not really helpful, but it's still my favorite track. It is. That song is just mind-blowing, because there's so much going into it. You think it's over. You think the song, it can't get any better than this. It gets better. And you think, okay, they took it to another level. Okay, they're done. No, again. That's what it felt like to me. And so I love all the songs on this album, but that song just stands out superior because there's so much going into it. But every song has something that I enjoyed, whether it be the guitar solos, which are fantastic, by the way, get to that in a minute, or the vocals, or the lyrics, or just the songwriting, the riffs, the riff changes. I mean, there's so much you can love about this album that it's kind of hard to find something that you don't necessarily like, because like I said earlier in the review, they took the concept of what Killing Is My Business and what made that successful, and they took it and added layers. So you're going to hear all the speed metal, thrash metal that you love from Killing Is My Business, but they give you more of what you might have wanted from the first record, but you didn't get it. But the second record delivers what you probably wanted. And like, oh, well, can they do something with this? Can they go this direction? And they don't. But on Peace Sells, there's so much on this record to love and to enjoy. And I just love and enjoy every minute of it, because there's always something different on each track. Now to the sound of this album and the band. So, The sound of this album is superior. Oh my god, it is far above Killing Is My Business. This album, it's like Peace Sells, Killing Is My Business, okay? Peace Sells is whoop above. You can't even see it because it's so high up, the production quality. Or if you wanted to do this, Peace Sells, Killing Is My Business, Killing is woo all the way down. You can't even see it. This album is just far superior in the sound, in the production. You can actually hear every single detail, every single riff change, every single little itty bitty thing that makes this album great. You get to hear it. There's no production quality, issues. There's no problems. Everything on this album is heard clearly. Now to the sound of the band, to Dave Mustaine's vocals. On the first record, he was really discovering what he could do vocally. But on Peace Sells, But Who's Buying, he kind of knows at this point what he can and what he can't do, or what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. There's a more variety of his vocal range and what he is doing on this album than on the first one. He's more comfortable. He's, being a more mature vocalist. His lyrics, I think, are better on this album. I feel like that he's just more comfortable with what he's doing, being a vocalist and a rhythm/lead guitarist. Now, to the sound of the guitars, Dave Mustaine, Chris Poland, once again, they took what made Killing Is My Business so good and took that guitar riffs and the solos. I personally believe that this is, as of right now from listening to it, this is some of their best work that I've heard. There's so much guitar solo work. There's the variety of solos going into it. It's just mind-blowing of all this stuff that they put in riff-wise and solo-wise. Just top-notch work from these two guys. I have to give huge props to Dave Mustaine and Chris Poland for the guitar work. Man, I was just in love with every riff that was coming in. I just didn't expect this riff, and it came in. I'm like, oh, I love that. And then like, hey, what's the next riff change? Oh, I love that more. It's just, I love it. Gar on drums once again. This man is a monster, okay? Since there's a more variety of slow-paced riffs to medium riffs to fast-paced riffs to even faster riffs, Gar is able to take it back a little bit, and he doesn't have to play fast beat, drum patterns all the time. He doesn't have to keep playing really fast, to keep up. Since there's more of a variety, his drumming can go different directions. It can go this way and go this way, and he's able to show off a little bit more of what he can do, because on Killing Is My Business, it's just a matter of playing really fast drum beats, which a lot of people can do in a way, but he's able to show you a little bit more that he couldn't show you on Killing Is My Business. He was able to show you on this record. Big props to Gar. He just really did really good on the drums, and the drum sound, it was good. I love it. I loved the drum sound, and like I said, great drummer, great sound. To Dave Ellefson, I love this because there's a few moments on this album that he has highlighted. The ending track, which is My Last Words, the opening to that ending track, the last track on the album, his bass is like turned up and he's playing along with the guitars, and it's really amazing. I just love that little harmony thing they're doing with the bass and guitars. It was really awesome and just really mind-blowing. But all in all, his bass is just really, a unique thing to listen to, and I just love how he was highlighted on this album and basically shown off. And I'm just glad that the band decided, hey, okay, Dave, you go out there, this is your special moment, blah blah blah, do your thing and you'll be heard. And I love that he can be heard. So basically, this album is just a monster. It's got more of what I wanted from Killing Is My Business. They give you more of a variety of different styles of stuff, and I just love it. I love this album for the sound, for the songs, just, everything that made this album really good makes me love it even more. And one last thing I do want to talk about is the cover, I Ain't Superstitious, which is a funny cover. It's not as funny as These Boots, but I Ain't Superstitious. If you're not listening to the track listing and you're not really paying attention, you're just listening to the album all the way through like I was, you can instantly tell it's not a Megadeth song. It's like, this is definitely different. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. It was kind of a breather, take a little break from listening to the relentless force of Megadeth. Like, I don't know what's going to happen on the next track. It could go fast, slow, medium pace. I don't know what's going to happen. So it's kind of interesting to hear the breather and kind of just slow down and just take it back and just listen to a cover. It was really, really good. Good job, Megadeth. So, yes, good job, Megadeth, for creating a great, amazing, thrash album that just stands the test of time. That's what it does. And just big props to Megadeth. This album was just killer. And I'm excited to see what the next record's going to be. I'm not sure because I haven't heard no songs from the next record. So it's going to be a whole new experience. So I can't wait to review it, guys, and you see it. So if you like the video, comment down below and tell me your favorite track from this album. I'm excited to see what song stands out for you and why. So comment down below and let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.